Hello, Unstable Gaming fam. This video is all about killing Firewatch Sentinels. Major requirement for this video was the quest Sins of the Father, and they are the only monster that drop the bloodshard, and I will explain about that item later in this video. The gear that I've been using is simple and not too expensive. The most expensive I have on me is an Amulet of Torture and a Tyrannical Ring. The Amulet of Torture is worth 11.8 million and the Tyrannical Ring is just a little over 1.3 million, as you can see in the chat. For the weapon I'm using, it's a Blisterwood Flail. This item is a quest item gotten by the Sins of the Father and is also the only way of killing these monsters. The rest of the gear is just full proselyte, just for prayer bonus, dragon boots, a combat bracelet, a dragon defender, and just a fire cape. I also tried full bandos. In that case, I had a plus 12 prayer bonus. At this moment, I have a plus 28 prayer bonus. The kills didn't go very much quicker, and I had to recharge my prayer a lot. Only good side is that you have an altar close, and I will also show you that later in the video. Of course, I already recorded all the kills and all the time I did this. But to show you the place, I will go there with you right now. I also have all the loot with me. I will go to the place where the Firewatches are, and that's over here. This is in Darkmire. I got here with the Dracon's Medallion, also a quest item to teleport to Darkmire, where the Firewatches are. Also, you see over here a pre-made mark tile. I always go here just for the fact that there are a lot of Firewatches over here and they will never lose aggro, and I will also explain that about you. At this moment you see none of the Firewatches are attacking me. That is because I am wearing a Fire Noble top, Fire Noble legs, and Fire Noble shoes, which make them unaggressive to me. But once you stop wearing this and go on with your normal gear, they will get the aggression back and will not lose it. This also makes, in that case, a very good camping spot. Over here you see an altar, pray a statue. Well, it's not an altar, it's a statue. It's a blood statue. What this means, whenever your prayer is very low, you can pray at, but it will cost you some HP. Sometimes it costs you 2, sometimes it costs you 3. It's not that it will cost a percentage of your HP, which is very well and nice. There's also a bank very close here, bank booth, but this bank will only help you when you are wearing the Fire Noble gear. If you are wearing your regular gear, you will see that they will be angry. Well, about the item I was just talking, the bloodshard, which these monsters are the only monster to drop. They have a drop rate in a 1 in 1500, and there are 2 ways of obtaining this item. One is through killing the Firewatches, and one is by pickpocketing. You can pickpocket, but when pickpocketing, the drop rate is 1 in 5000 instead of 1 in 1500. The only positive side about this is once wearing the rogue equipment or the thieving outfit, you will get 2 blood shards instead of 1. That's the only plus side about that. But to be honest, a 1500 drop chance or a 5000 drop chance, I would go for killing these Firewatches since this is very AFK. About the bloodshard, you need to attach the bloodshard to a fury, a regular fury, and the bloodshard grants a chance of healing 30% of the damage dealt to a target when using melee. And the bloodshard will have 10,000 charges. Once the counter hits 0, the shard will be destroyed and the normal fury will remain. So this means that you will need to have a fury amulet to combine it with the bloodshard, and the rest of the stats of the fury will remain the same after the combination. As I said, this video was all created in one day and could easily be replicated by anyone else that has done Sins of the Father. It's not a very high level quest. Well, the final boss kill is pretty hard. Um, got a couple of mechanics, but that's it. It's not very hard to do. It's a lot of walking. But it's not like the end of the world. Everybody can do this quest, I think. Um, and of course, when doing this, you're standing AFK as long as you want. I picked prayer potions because I was too lazy to walk all the way to the statue. Um, and I got some combat potions as well. This was like my normal gear stab, and I had a rune pouch with fire runes and nature runes. Um, because these also drop like alkables, mostly the Addy plate body and plate legs, and the plate body alks for around 10k, which is very profitable if you just keep alking it. These also drop onyx pole tips, not very common. I was lucky, I think. And of course, they also dropped the bloodshard, which at the start of this recording was 6.3 million in value. Of course, this video needs to have a price check of what 8 hours of sort of camping Vyrewatches will earn you, like one day. So in one day, I got 877 blood runes, I got a full crystal key, a loop of the key, 12 runite bars. I had more, but I alked them. I was not smart enough. 7 runite ore, 30 U-logs. I stopped collecting U-logs because, well, they're not so much in cost. As I was saying, the onyx bolt tips, which are also 144k, so that's a pretty good one. Death runes. I started collecting death runes like the last hour or so. So that was not a lot of these death runes were not like picked up. My death rune counter would be around the blood rune counter because they were very close. I had in total 1.2 mil in coin drops. Well, I did not pick up every coin drop, but in coin drops and in alks. And as I said, I was very lucky because I got one bloodshard. This means my total loot comes down to 8.4 million. And I see that the bloodshard is risen, has rised, something like that. With 100k. And if I type in my calculator 8450558, that's the money this is all worth, divided by 8, that's the amount of hours I've been playing. I've made 1 million per hour. Most of this, of course, is just from the bloodshard itself. Like I said, everybody could do this moneymaker. I think this is a moneymaker because, well, 1 mil an hour. Even though I was lucky with the bloodshard, 1 mil an hour is not nothing and could easily be done and profit you a lot of money if you're doing this constantly for a longer time. I think this is the end of the video. I think it was very fun to create this video, especially because it was a sort of 1 second thought I had like earlier this day, and then I just created the video, and it was not very a big deal to create it because most of the items, especially the gear I had, I already owned it. I did not own the torture, I bought the torture, that's the only thing I had to buy, but that's where a GE is very handy. Um, Besides this, I would recommend this um, money making to everybody. Uh, yeah, you might not be as lucky as me with getting a bloodshard in just 400 kills because that was the amount of kills I had today. But it's okay. It's decent to do. I killed 400 divided by 8. So statistics says I killed about 50. Hmm. My rune light was showing me earlier today that I killed around 75. I have been lying to you, everybody. I'm sorry. I think I've killed around 600. Still, I'm like a lot under the drop rate, but I'm sorry. So it was 600 kills, give or take, and I got one bloodshard and like the other money I created, let's call it that, and it's still a 1 million money GP per hour. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to create more videos in the future. If you liked it, like and subscribe. And if you want to, we also have a Discord channel, and you can join that Discord channel.